This is kind of part 2 of my tour of the property, or my typical day. So after feeding the cows, and you saw me do that in the last video, I'm sorry I had to cut that short, but now we are here in the garden this morning, and I was just about to show you this awesome section of our garden that really has become a food forest, or kind of the beginnings of a food forest. Everything here is edible, I think. Yeah, yeah, it is. I had to be sure. Even the weeds. We've got a few weeds down here still. But everything we've planted or allowed to grow is some kind of food source. We actually moved a lot of our strawberries in here. They are now, well, they're still alive, but they're essentially gone. You can see a few of them down here. We planted them in rows. There's a kale. And then as we were carefully, getting those to grow and taking care of the garden in the springtime, we noticed that more sunflowers than we had previously realized were coming up. And oh, look at this beautiful dew. Anyway, it kind of hurt our souls to pull out so many sunflowers, and Kitty's having fun in there, little forest. And we realized we like the sunflowers as much as we like the strawberries, and we've got plenty of other strawberries. And so we just let them grow. And of course we realized that they, based on past years, if you let a sunflower patch grow around everything, that's kind of all you'll have. But strawberries typically, naturally grow in the mountains, in the shade. You can see we've mulched around all of them with this kind of forest floor type of mulch, just shredded bark and tree mulch, and they seem to like it a lot. And anyway, so we've got a lot of things in here that we planted as row garden elements, and then we've got these bushes too. That's what I wanted to talk about. Anyone know what this is? It's elderberry. Medicinal and really beautiful bush. I should say the berries are medicinal. Anyway, we're happy with how lush and pretty this area of the garden has gotten. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience. So that's that part. And over here is, we haven't done much to it yet. We just planted a few trees. Got some shredded tree mulch, and a pile of seasoned cow manure, dry stuff. And here's sort of the boundary of our garden area. Last year we had corn out there. We didn't plant anything this year in that area, nor right here, just because the water was to be scarce this year. So I wanted to make it a little bit smaller. We do have pumpkins growing out here, and they'll take over the space really well. The garden is nice and green. Right here, we're actually planting a pool. I know it's not really planting, is it? But we're flattening out a space here to put a swimming pool. Laura Jean's mom and dad have had a great big pool for ages, and they got a new one, and they're giving us their old one, and we're grateful. It'll be fun. So hopefully we'll get this flattened out today. Hopefully before it gets hot, and then we'll start filling it up. We'll see. Check out this pumpkin. at this tiny little hollyhock. It's only about 13 inches high, but it's looking good, and it's got some beautiful flowers on it. Hey, Garmadon. There's one of those bell pepper plants. Wow, this one's doing really well. Hey, buddy. You know, we had put these or started them in the sunroom, and I think we let them go a little too long, planted them a little too early. Ouch, claws, cat claws on me. We had let them go a little bit too long, I think, because they were producing fruit in the beginning of July, actually even June. And so we found that on the plants where we picked the fruit, that was obviously ahead of schedule, that the plants have done better. Nice edible weeds in the mix here. That's purslane. And this one is field mallow. They're both really yummy. Lizzie's up. So Lizzie, what's been going on in your life?
I quit my job and now I'm free.
Lizzie had a job for about 3 months.
It was
locally.
the worst.
Not because it was a bad job necessarily, but because Lizzie is a true artist at heart, and anything that keeps her away from her passions is the worst.
Mm-hmm. But now I can do whatever I want.
Which is hang laundry.
Yep.
She's writing a book. And so reading, writing, and music, mostly, right?
And plants.
And plants, yeah. Thanks for doing the laundry. Hey, duckies. These are the males. And we have 2 females as well. And I'll let the chickens out. A few days ago, the cows got out and nipped off the tops of a lot of our onions, pulled out others. Didn't kill anything else over on this side, but they ate some of our trees on the other side over there. Not happy about that, but whatever. I've learned my lesson. Well, maybe I haven't, because it seems like I have to learn it over and over again. That cows can get out of just about anything. But I think they're doing all right now. Just checking on the potatoes. Our gopher problem has been something to contend with this year. Pretty much they go underground, they eat the roots and tubers of the potatoes, and it just kills the plant like this. So the healthy ones look a lot different. You can see the remainders of all the gopher holes out here. Gophers and voles. Oh, I just stepped on one right now. Not a gopher, but one of the holes. I felt my foot fall in. But I've been seeing fewer and fewer of these holes and mounds around our property. Although this one looks fresh. So I'm gonna so I guess I'll get some poison. We finally decided that we'd go ahead and use poison because nothing else was working. But they don't seem to be killing much, so I think we've still got them under control. Under control. All right, well, back to the house. Look at all these kitties, ready for breakfast. Banjo hasn't gotten up yet, and that's her job. And she doesn't like it when we do it for her, so they'll just have to wait a few more minutes. Hi. Many of you haven't seen the art studio in a while. It's now divided up into two spaces. Mine on that side and Laura Jean's on this side. Hers is a lot better organized than mine is at the moment. This is where she does her stickers and sculptures and notebooks and everything. She does a lot of her work on the computer or the tablet, which I don't see right now. And anyway, you saw some of my paintings on the shelf drying, and then my workspace is on this side of this divider. And it's a mess right now, but that's okay.
Can you do the water?
Yeah.
Then over here. Oh, it's over there.
Okay.
I forgot where it was. It's over here. So, this is the pathway. This way.
This is awesome, Minnie. Hello. Did you notice the strawberry plants down here?
I didn't know that. I didn't even know there were strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hideout thingy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Over here, buddy. Mostly we just need to get the high parts dug up.
Like that.
It's actually pretty close.
Yeah, because look, that part's really flat because there's bricks over there.
Yeah, I think we're
Dad, look!
getting there. Yeah.
Under.
It's so tiny, huh?
Take a picture.
Okay.
Well, I don't have to flat it. Like this. Smash. Smash. I can smash everything. That's dirt.
What's it taste like?
Tastes like a flower. That's because it is. Annie doesn't know I'm not.
Hello. I'm working on a pouch. This is the lining, and then I'm just trying. I have it in there so that I can see how many more rows I have to go up before it's finished, and make it a pouch that it can actually hold pencils.
Cool. Well, Gina was telling me she's trying to time herself to see how long it takes and therefore try to calculate how much it's worth to sell. And we're getting ready for the market tomorrow, so we're just kind of doing last minute things that we hope people will like. Banjo's working on something too. What are you doing, sweetie?
I am going to make little plushies. This is a mushroom.
This is for.
It doesn't look like a mushroom to me.
She's learning
I'm
this.
doing the cap.
I know, just teasing.
More than enough.
That's how big the plushie
I didn't know you knew how to crochet.
She didn't until 5 minutes ago.
Oh, really? Oh. That's awesome.
So now what's the next step, Mommy?
Well, it's time for me to do some art. I've been working on these little flower paintings. I've done a few bigger ones. I'll show you those. I guess you caught a glimpse of this, but I've always liked hollyhocks. You can see how big it is compared to my hand. And I have some really big canvases that I'm probably gonna do a similar subject on. But just for fun, I thought I'd try a few small ones. All right, well, just a few more hours of that today, and that's actually pretty typical for me. To get garden and animal stuff done, a little bit of housework, family time, and spend a large part of my day painting. So that's what I'll do now. Kitty on the throne.
Look at that.
Corn muffin. All right, well, I think it's time to leave you for now. There's a whole bunch more to share, but I did want to point out that Alex is the composer of the music that you've heard throughout this video. And that's going to be our theme song for the channel going forward. Yes. Summer. It's called Summer. And I'll talk more about that in an upcoming video and give you a link to Alex's YouTube channel with his music. He's got hundreds and hundreds of compositions. They're all amazing, in my opinion. They're good. Anyway, so we'll leave you here. Thanks for joining us, and I'll get the rest of this footage that I didn't show you today up shortly. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
You definitely can't touch the bottom.
Yeah.